Even when I'm alone, I'm not really alone. I feel it constantly. When I sit quietly, when I turn my back, when I close my eyes, there is always something watching me, not moving, not speaking, just watching. My name is Arun, and 7 years ago, 4 of us made a mistake we can't undo. We were college students staying in a hostel. 4 of us shared the same room: Kiran, Santosh, Bharat, and me. Late night talks were normal for us. Most nights passed with phones, jokes, and random stories. That night, someone started narrating a horror story. Not very scary, just enough to make the room quiet. Kiran laughed and said ghosts were only for movies. Santosh added that even if ghosts existed, they wouldn't show up just because someone talked about them. Then Bharat said something casually. Why don't we try a spirit game? At that moment, it sounded harmless, just another way to kill boredom. None of us knew we were inviting something that doesn't understand fun. We locked the door, closed the windows, switched off the fan. One candle placed right in the center of the room. On a paper, we wrote letters from A to Z, numbers from 0 to 9. Yes, no, start, stop. A coin placed exactly in the middle. All 4 of us sat around it, index fingers lightly touching the coin, not pressing, just resting. Santosh spoke first. If there is any spirit in this room, please respond. Nothing happened. 5 minutes passed. 10 minutes. The candle stayed still. Kiran laughed. This is fake. Let's stop. Hands began lifting. But Bharat said, just 5 more minutes. That's it. If we had stopped then, 3 lives wouldn't have ended later. Bharat spoke again. If there is any spirit here, respond. The candle flame suddenly flickered. Not violently, not gently, like air moving around it, as if a wind passed through the room. The fan was off, windows closed, door locked. There was no way wind could enter. We looked at each other. Smiles disappeared. Our fingers started sweating. Bharat asked again, Are you here? The coin moved. Slowly. Very slowly. It slid directly to yes. None of us were moving it. We could feel that clearly. Santosh whispered, What's your name? The coin began to move, letter by letter. M, A, Y, A. Maya. The room felt heavier after that name. Kiran swallowed hard. When did you die? The coin moved. Numbers formed. Years ago. How did you die? I asked. The coin hesitated, then moved again. The answer didn't make sense. It wasn't clear. It felt wrong. Santosh asked, Why are you here? The candle flickered again. The coin moved slowly. Because you called. Then Kiran asked the worst question. Do you want to harm us? The coin moved straight to yes. Before anyone could say anything, Santosh suddenly screamed. He pulled his finger away violently. Someone is whispering in my ear. The candle flame shook. Kiran shouted back, Why did you remove your finger? Santosh was shaking. I swear, something just said my name. Panic filled the room, but instead of stopping, we did the stupidest thing possible. We placed our fingers back. Bharat spoke quickly. Maya, please leave. We don't want to play anymore. The coin moved, slow, deliberate. No. That's when we realized we had made a huge mistake. Kiran whispered, What do we do now? I said, Let's chant Hanuman Chalisa. Kiran nodded immediately, but Bharat stopped us. What if it gets angry? What if chanting makes it worse? We started arguing quietly, confused, terrified. Then we heard it. Whispers. Not from the paper, not from the candle, from the corner of the room. We slowly turned our heads. In the corner, something was standing, human-like, tall, still. Someone screamed. Kiran rushed to the switch and turned on the light. There was nothing there. The corner was empty. We didn't think anymore. I grabbed the paper, burned it immediately. The flame rose unnaturally high. We threw the candle and the coin into the dustbin outside the hostel. Didn't look back. That night, we didn't go back to our room. None of us even suggested it. We walked silently to another friend's room on the same floor. 4 people walking together but not looking at each other. No jokes, no nervous laughter. No, everything is fine. We lay down on the floor side by side. Lights on, door open. No one slept. Every small sound felt louder than it should have been. Someone turning in their sleep. A distant door closing. Footsteps in the corridor. Each sound made my heart jump. At some point, I realized something strange. Even though we were together, each of us felt completely alone. Morning came slowly. Sunlight entered the room. Hostel noises returned. People laughing. Someone shouting from the corridor. Water running in the bathrooms. Everything looked normal. Too normal. That scared me more than the night. We went back to our room in daylight. The candle was gone. The paper was ashes. The corner where we saw that figure looked empty, harmless. We looked at each other and forced smiles. Kiran laughed and said, "See, nothing happened. We scared ourselves." Santosh nodded quickly. "Yeah, too many horror stories, that's all." Bharat didn't say anything. He just agreed silently. And just like that, we made a decision. Unspoken but clear. We would never talk about Maya again. Days turned into months. College ended, life moved on. Jobs, new cities, new routines. Slowly, the memory of that night became something we avoided thinking about. But avoidance doesn't erase things, it only buries them. Over the next 5 years, some things started happening, quietly, one by one. Kiran was the first. I got the call early in the morning. He had locked himself in his room. No note, no message, no warning. People said depression, stress, career pressure. I attended the funeral, stood there, looked at his face, and for the first time in years, I remembered that night clearly. 2 years later, Santosh died. A road accident. Instant. Wrong place, wrong time. People said bad luck. I tried to believe that. I needed to believe that. Then one night, my phone rang. It was Bharat. His voice didn't sound like him. It was low, unsteady. He said, "Arun, do you ever think about that night?" I didn't answer immediately. He continued, "Do you think everything that happened is coincidence?" We talked for hours about the hostel room, the candle, the coin, about Maya. We tried to be logical, tried to explain it away. But every explanation felt weak, incomplete. Before hanging up, he said, "Let's meet soon. I don't like being alone anymore." 3 days later, I got another call. Bharat had jumped from his office building. No message, no warning, just gone. After that, something changed inside me. Now I feel watched. Not sometimes, always. Even in crowded places, even in daylight. Especially when I am alone. That night in Hyderabad, my brother's family had gone on a short trip. The house felt bigger than usual, quieter. I kept the lights on, told myself I was being silly, that it had been 7 years, that everything had a normal explanation. Around 2 a.m., I felt something touch my feet. Not a dream, not imagination. A clear touch. Cold. My eyes opened instantly. The room felt different, colder, heavier. I didn't scream. I didn't move, because somewhere deep inside, I already knew. That was the moment I understood something very clearly. Maya never left.